years ago, actually a little over 20 years ago. It got big. And guess what? It did not help people. Far from it. What people don't realize, if you have chronic illness, it means something's wrong with your immune system. It means most likely there's a pathogen problem. The person suffering from low-grade viral infections or mid or high-grade viral infections. It means they got pathogens in their body, keeping them sick for a very long time. Because nobody knew why anybody was sick, they didn't know it was Epstein-Barr virus creating neurological problems. They didn't know it was the shingles creating frozen shoulder and so many different conditions that medical medium information first brought to light. Because they didn't know why people were sick all through these decades, they would come up with a new thing that they thought was giving somebody something or helping them with their health in some way. So colostrum took the spotlight for a little while. It was in the limelight. Everybody was like, whoa, I'm going to try that. Maybe that will fix me. It's that first bit of milk, that first drink that a baby calf gets, or any kind of living thing on this planet that drinks milk from the mother gets. It's the first squirt. It's colostrum. People really liked colostrum because it really made sense. High nutrient dense milk containing antibodies, just what we think we need. We're sick, we're not well, we need something to support us. So colostrum was the perfect idea. But so it seemed. But what people didn't realize is they were sick with viruses. Epstein-Barr, shingles, HHV6, HHV7, herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2, cytomegalovirus, viruses in the herpetic family that were eating people's food choices. Viruses feed on foods, fuel themselves, create neurotoxins and dermatoxins, creating inflammation on nerves and in organs, keeping people fatigued, giving them brain inflammation and making them sick. So you have millions of people around the world sick, fatigued, can't function, brain fog. They're losing the quality of their life. Some sick for a decade or more. All kinds of different issues, from brain inflammation causing ME/CFS, or just chronic fatigue syndrome, or just having other type of issues like thyroid problems, thyroid conditions, cysts, nodules on their thyroid, aches and pains, tingles and numbness, vertigo, dizziness. People just straight out sick, chronically ill. And when colostrum was thrown in front of them, it looked like a good idea. So when people took colostrum, they got sicker. Sometimes it took a little time, meaning they were taking colostrum for 1 month, 2 months, or more. And then they started going downhill. They didn't realize the colostrum was contributing. Now, dairy isn't all just the same. So when someone eats dairy products, viruses love it. They eat it and fuel themselves with it. But cheese, milk, and butter is different than colostrum. The reason? Colostrum has more nutrients in it. You would think, well, that will help me and my health, but actually, it's the opposite. The viruses and pathogens love colostrum because it's more nutrient dense. It's like being on a boat in the ocean and dumping over pails of pig's blood. Sharks will come out of nowhere. There will be a feeding frenzy. So the last thing you want to do is chumming. You do not want to throw chum in your body's waters. You don't want to throw chum in your bloodstream. And that's what's happening when you add colostrum. When you bring in that colostrum supplement, you're throwing chum into your system. Chum to attract viruses. And then there's the ethical thing. Taking the colostrum away from the babies. It's just wrong. Now, if colostrum really worked and it stopped disease and it recovered people from debilitating conditions and symptoms, and it truly was the answer, then maybe weighing that ethically could be possible. But no, it's just wrong because it doesn't even do that. It doesn't help people. It doesn't stop disease. It accelerates it. There are so many more problematic and damaging supplements. This isn't an exhausted list.